Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Physics Magic by Habib. Thank you very much for watching my channel and becoming subscribers to my channel. And I will promise you, I won't disappoint. If you watch my channel, you will get enough knowledge in physics to crack NEET examination. Suggest your friends also to subscribe my channel so that they will also get updated information. Anyhow, yesterday I told you on what chapters we have to focus in physics mainly to get enough score in the NEET. So in that series, I told you, I promised you, I am going to explain each and every lesson in detail. So in that process, the first lesson, work, power, energy, I am going to explain today. But before this, you know well, mathematics is backbone for physics. If you are not having the physics maths knowledge, then physics will become very difficult for you. That's why some basic mathematics information I am giving today, which will 100% help you in understanding my lesson of work power energy. Not only work power energy, but any other lesson of physics. Now let us have a look on this basic mathematics. Then first of all, if you go to basic mathematics, we can divide this into three: trigonometry and geometry and calculus. This is basic actually. In this first few, concentrate on trigonometry. So this is a right angle triangle. In this one, this is called opposite. This is called adjacent. This is called hypotenuse. And now these are the trigonometric functions which are very important, and very commonly you will come across these particular words. The first one is the sine theta. It's equal to opposite by hypotenuse, that is h by l. Similarly, cos theta, adjacent by hypotenuse, that is b by l. Then you know another function tan theta. Tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta, that is h by b. Similarly, secant theta you can take, which is equal to inverse of cos theta, that is 1 by cos theta. It's equal to L by B, because already we wrote here B by L. So reverse of that is L by B. Similarly, cosecant theta you can find here, it is reverse of sin theta. So sin theta is H by L, so you got here L by H. Similarly, cot theta. Cot theta is nothing but opposite or reverse of tan theta, so you got here B by H. So these are the basic trigonometric functions. And now, based on this one, some more important relations which we are going to use in our physics is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Then secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Then cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. This is basic trigonometric information, trigonometry information, which will help us a lot in physics. Then if you go to differentiation, you know well here first the differentiation, three important formula again. D by dx of x is equal to 1. But how we wrote this? So this is the basic and general formula. If you know this, you can write any formula. Any power, if you write here, then you can find out it's a differentiation. So d by dx of x power n, which is equal to the power you should write first, whatever it may be. Then x whole power, whatever power minus 1. So d by dx of x power n is equal to n into x power n minus 1. So similarly, for example, if I take one example here, say x cube is there. Then d by dx of x cube if you want to find, as I said, first power we have to write. So it is 3, then x, then power n minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is nothing but 2. How easy it is if you know this particular basic formula. Similarly, if two functions are there, if two u and v are two different terms, and if you are doing the differentiation with respect to t, then you can write like this: u into dv by dt plus v into du by dt. This is also very important. So you just remember this is in case of differentiation. If the continuation, if we take d by dx of constant is equal to 0. Similarly, the same trigonometric functions which we have taken, differentiation of those also I mentioned here. You are all familiar But better if you write all these at your place and daily once if you revise now, it will be very helpful to you. That's why I am keeping all these at your place. So sin x differentiation is cos x, but cos x differentiation is minus sin x. Then tan x differentiation is secant square x. The remaining functions mostly we won't use. That's why I am not taking them into consideration. Only these three are very crucial for us. Then if you go to e power x differentiation is e power x only. Wherever it is applicable, mostly we won't use even this one also. Then log x is very important. Natural logarithm of x in majority of the cases we will use, especially in the heat, we will use this one. So d by dx of log x is equal to 1 by x. Similarly, reverse of this integration if you take, and mostly this is a very valid formula in integration. You are all familiar. It is quite opposite to the differentiation. Integral x power n. Of course, here we have to write x power n dx is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So similarly, integral sin x dx if you take, it is minus cos x. Similarly, cos x dx is equal to sin x. So similarly, integration of 1 by x dx is equal to log x, and integral e power x dx is equal to e power x. So if you remember these formulae, definitely it will help you even not only in the work power energy, in any other lesson, all this will help us. Then similarly, another very important information which will help us in work power energy, in rotational motion, very helpful to us, the vectors concept, because already you have learned even the vectors also, but just I am refreshing once again. If a bar and b bar are two vectors, the dot product of those two vectors is modulus of a, modulus of b, and cos theta, where theta is angle between a vector and b vector. Then similarly, cross product if you take, a cross b is equal to modulus of a, modulus of b, and sin theta. Especially when you are interested to find the work done, this formula will help us a lot. Similarly, torque if you want to find out, or angular momentum if you want to find out, this formula will help you a lot. So modulus a cross b is equal to mod a mod b into sin theta n cap. N cap gives only direction, because here the resultant is a scalar, no need of any direction, but here the resultant is a vector. So to represent the direction of the vector, only this n cap will help us. Then I, j, k are, you know well, unit vectors along x axis, y axis, z axis. Then if in that case, you know well, here I dot I is equal to 1. The reason is, if you substitute in this, you will get I. Modulus of I is 1 only, because it's a unit vector. Unit vector means whose magnitude is equal to 1 only. So it is 1. It is also 1 only. P also 1 only. And theta. So between two same vectors, theta is 0. Then theta 0, if you substitute there, cos 0 is 1. So if you do all this, you will be getting 1. Cross product if you take, you will get 0. So how important these formulae are, you just remember. I dot I is equal to 1, then I cross I is equal to 0. Similarly, j dot j is equal to 1, and j cross j is equal to 0. And k dot k is equal to 1, and k cross k is equal to 0. You know well here this information. Then continuation I will do. So I and j are unit vectors, then cross product is different. I cross j is equal to k, and reverse of this, j cross I is equal to minus k. So cross product follow a rule, one order we have to go. Just like that, we cannot write I cross j is equal to j cross I. I cross j cross I, magnitude may be same, but the direction may be different. That's why when you are referring I cross j, you are writing k, then you are opposing those two, reversing those two, you will be getting minus. Similarly, the other unit vectors also, the cross products I write, but this is a cycle. I, j, k, J K I K I J. Very easy to remember. But positive point of view, remember this. But negative, if you reverse the order, automatically you will be getting negative. So this is regarding cross product. Similarly, another very important one what we have to do in this one is two vectors they will give us. Then we have to find out the cross product of those two vectors. Then how to find that? Then you have taken these two vectors. Now A cross B is, first you have to write down in this format, you know well, I, J, K, then x1, y1, z1 are the coordinates of this. So x1, y1, j1. Similarly, the second vector x2, y2, z2. Then I, first you write like this here, I. You leave this column and this row. So you will be left with 4. Then multiply these two. This is order. First these two you have to multiply. Then minus of these two. Then you have to leave this particular column you have to leave, row you have to leave, 4 you will be left with 4. Then I into y1 z2 minus y2 z1. This is what I wrote. Okay, leave it. Now the second term we are writing. Then j when you are writing, j when you are writing, once again j's column, j's row you have to leave. Then you will be left with 4 once again, x1, z1, x2, z2. Same you have to write like that only, but remember the second one you have to write minus. First I you wrote positive sign here, but for j you have to write the negative sign. But once again same order, x1, z2 minus x2, z1. Then the last and final k. Once again k's column, k's row you leave, then 4. Then x1, y2, same what I wrote here, minus x2, y1. This is how to find out the cross product. So these are some important basic mathematics formulae which we are going to use in our lesson. Now, they are regarding geometry or any other formula, when the situation comes, when the context comes, there I'll explain. Now we will go to work, power, energy.